We are now joined by the Vegas Golden Knights captain, Mark Stone. Mark, thank you so much for jumping on with us here on Media Day.
No problem. Happy to be here.
I want to talk captaincy. I want to talk last season's run, maybe the Olympics, but my mom would be pissed if I didn't get my priorities straight. So congratulations on the wedding a couple weeks ago.
Oh, thank you so much. It was feelings I've never felt before.
Yes, yes. Those days can be very, I mean, did you enjoy, I mean, obviously this is not a normal year. These aren't normal times, but were you able to enjoy the day? That's what everyone kept telling me on my wedding day. Enjoy the day.
Yeah, I mean, I had probably the best day of my life. I mean, I had the most fun I've had, in a really long time, especially with the way things are going. So it was great to get all my friends and family together and celebrate.
Awesome. Not like I'm creeping. The only reason I know about it is Brady Tkachuk's Instagram was picked up by the NHL accounts. Boom, it's out there. But it looked like Brady had a good time.
Yeah, I know. I think everybody, everyone in the world knew Brady had a good time. It's like the old school quote.
Yeah. Sun's out, guns out for Brady, even though the sun was down by the time those pictures were taken. Listen, I remember watching a video the Knights sent out about you being named captain of the team, and all the questions were about you, yet all the answers were about the team, which I love and is very hockey, so I won't make that same mistake. But as a guy who was drafted in the 6th round and is now a captain in the NHL, and we're going to talk about the Olympics, going to all-star games, media day tours, do you ever allow yourself to kind of think about the moment and how far you've come?
Yeah, I do. Coming from Winnipeg, you kind of see guys start to make the NHL, and some guys started to become stars in the NHL. When I kind of followed Taze's career from when I was 10 years old, going to watch him play Bantam, and then up to the NHL. So those are the kind of guys that paved the way for us to become players in the NHL. And I don't know if this kind of stuff is our favorite stuff to do, or a little nervous doing this kind of stuff sometimes. But it's very humbling, all the stuff that's happened to me and us Winnipeg guys.
Nice. I'm going to talk about another Winnipeg guy in a flash, but you're amongst friends. No need to be nervous. What was it like to be named the first captain of the Golden Knights?
It was very emotional, very humbling. Something I'll never forget. To have the support from my teammates, from management and ownership. To be named captain was quite an experience, quite a flow of emotions going through my body at that moment.
Nice. With the NHLers going back to the Olympics, I know there's a lot of excitement around the league. As a guy who has worn that jersey a couple times, Worlds, World Juniors, have you allowed yourself to think about what it would be like at the Olympic level?
Yeah, I remember putting it on for the first time at the World Juniors, and I just couldn't believe it. And then finally got to play a men's Worlds, which was starting to play with the NHL players. It was obviously a crazy experience there, and just thinking to play in a best-on-best tournament would be one of the best things in my lifetime. Obviously there's a long road ahead. Team Canada's got the deepest team, the best players in the world. But if I was to be able to make that team, it would be pretty special.
Awesome. We here in Canada, Toronto, we heard about a tad of frustration after a playoff loss to the Habs for both Toronto and your hometown of the Peg. What was it like for you guys to get to that point again and then fall short to Montreal?
Yeah, I mean, it was awful. We had aspirations of winning the Stanley Cup. We wanted to play the best, and 2 years in a row we haven't had our chance at going head-to-head with Tampa Bay, and that was something that everyone in our locker room wanted to do. So it was disappointing. Obviously, you have to tip your cap to Montreal. They played great. They had great goaltending. Their defense was incredible, hard to play against, and the forwards stepped up at key times. So obviously you got to tip your cap, but I think for our organization, the success we've had, nobody's feeling sorry for us. So we're going to have to take a step forward if we want to win.
Yeah, it's really interesting because Vegas, everyone knows, is a new team, but with that success early on comes the expectations. Does it feel like there is a pressure there to take that next step?
Yeah, I mean, there's always pressure. I mean, we've been to, obviously I wasn't part of the team that went to the Stanley Cup final, but since I've joined the team, we've had chances to make a run in all 3 seasons, 2 conference finals, major penalty away from advancing to the second round with a good chance to make another run. So, there's big expectations. Ownership, management, coaching staff, players, we all want to win. So we're always looking to tinker and try and take that next step.
Let's talk a little bit about tinkering, and then I'll let you go. And I got to be careful with the word tinkering, otherwise I might end up on YouTube. The team put their faith in Robin Lehner, and you lose a pretty good guy in Marc-Andre Fleury along the way. What is it about Lehner that inspires that confidence in him?
Yeah, it's always tough losing teammates, especially when you have a tight-knit group. So losing the Flower was a tough day for everybody in the organization. But and it'll always be one of those days that you remember for all the good things that he did. But we have all the confidence in the world in Robin. The things that he's gone through in his life, the way he he's kind of a poster boy for the mental health side of pro sports. The things that he's gone through to get to where he is, gives me all the confidence in the world in him. I played with him when we were 20 years old in Binghamton, up through Ottawa. He's a big guy. He's a great goaltender. He's just as athletic as anyone I've seen when in the pipes for how big he is. And we know that he's going to be battle for us. And then we bring in Laurent, and he's such a solid backup that we're going to have going through the year.
It's been big splash after big splash in Vegas. This year, maybe not as big and a little younger, but you guys added Nolan Patrick, another Winnipegger, another former Wheat King. Does that immediately make him a Mark Stone guy?
Yeah, I mean, I followed his career after I left Brandon. I followed all those guys, for 5-6 years until I didn't know anybody. And I was pretty excited that we were able to get him. I know the potential that he has. I don't think things really worked out for him in Philly, and I think a change of scenery will be great for him. There's a lot of guys in our locker room that'll make him feel comfortable and be able to play. And we've added lots of other good pieces that really makes our team as deep as we've ever been.
Hey, listen, I know these media days can feel a little human car washy, but we really appreciate you stopping by the Tim and Friends set.